So this is a tutorial on how to build a dungeon using hirst art blocks, and this is just the starting point, and this is what it will look like when it's all done, this nice little dungeon. So this is going to teach you how to do a dungeon room. After casting your blocks and getting them demolded and they're dried, the next thing you want to do is get a base. I use cork as a base. And so it's just cork board. You can get it at a dollar store, 2 feet, 2 1-foot squares at a dollar store for $1. That's in Canada. So I just cut it to the size I want, and then I start placing tiles on it. So I'm just going to show you how that's done. I have this one pre-prepped. Now, that's going to be a little hard to see that tile there. I'll move it over here so you can see it a bit better, just because of the white paint there, sorry. And so what I do is I lay it all out, trying to get the best seams and cracks together, and try to make sure that I have the cracks the way I want it. And then I just take the piece off and I start in one corner. I use Aleene's quick dry tacky glue, and I just quickly dab some glue in there, quickly in the middle, then I put my piece back, and I try to always remember, as I said, I try to match up the seams. So I try to make sure that when I take the piece off, I know where I'm putting it back. And then I just quickly go down the row. Once I've got a little bit laid out, I just make it even quicker. Bit of glue, and then place them back in the same order that I took them out. And I just continue that process until it's done the whole thing. So then I'll just come back. And so I just got to put your last piece on. And I just push them all down, try to make sure they're all pushed in. And then I go to my little invention here that's simple, it's just Duplo Lego. I could have used Lego, it holds it probably a bit better. But I had Duplo Lego laying around. My boys don't like me using their Lego, so I ended up using what they don't use anymore. And you just try to make sure that it's all nice and even. And as you can see, if you look here, each side, it is nice and even all the way around. And I'll come back and do that one more time, but if you look here, in the process of doing it, you just go like this and make sure that we're even all the way. And I push it in, and then in the process of doing that, I'll do it the other direction too. And you'll find that sometimes your square that you cut out is a little bit big. Well, that's the great thing about using this cork. It cuts really easy. You just put your knife down, run it across, there you go. You just fold it down and it breaks off really easy. And then you got your cork board all cut to size. Everything is running the same way. That one's just a little out. So we'll just do that again. Make sure everything's in right. So then that there is done and ready to be, let it dry. Obviously, after it lets dry, it's ready to be painted black. So I'll show you the next step of that in a second.